Toriology, the philosophies of a quirky autistic Black woman who loves to read, wear pink, and write poetry. A wise woman knows that to fear change is to fear the opportunity to live. And welcome to my Wise Woman series. I love to read, like love to read. She reads books like one would breathe air to fill up and live. It's safe to say that I'm a nerd. While others might prefer a night out on the town, I prefer a great book, comfy socks, a cup of coffee, or delicious tea, a soft blanket, some scented candles lit. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven, like, that makes me moist. That gets me wet. And welcome to my channel, Guided Intuition. I'm your host, Tori the Hope Dealer, aka the Self-Love Advocate. My hopes is that you join me on living your truth so that the desires of your heart may find you. This is a platform dedicated to true spirituality, healing codependency, personal empowerment, embodying your bliss, and life guidance. Come grow with me in self-love, you beautiful soul. So, I love to read. I feel like words are powerful. Words have the capability to save. They have the capability to heal and liberate and set beautiful souls free. I want to say I'm very wise. I'm very knowledgeable about shit that I'm passionate about. Like I have to like it. I have to, like it and be passionate about it, and then it just becomes this obsession, and I just engulf myself in it and just lose my way. Doesn't all great ones do? One of the things with fully accepting myself and just being okay with who I am was embracing the wise woman in myself and embracing that intellectual side of me that I kept hitting, that side that is hungry for knowledge, is a student of knowledge, is a seeker of knowledge, and will always be a seeker of knowledge. I've really been losing myself in that truth about me. So, which brings me to this video that I want to share a little bit of my wise woman wisdom that will be very beneficial to us on a collective level. When I learned to embrace this, and every day it is I want to say journey of embracing this, step by step, moment by moment. But when I really started to grasp it, when I really started to apply it, not only grasp it and be aware of it, but apply it to my life and actually do it, I have discovered some beautiful adventures. I have experienced some soul fulfilling passions and wholeness within myself that I cannot put into words. And I just want to share this beautiful nugget of truth with you in hopes that in some way it'll help you in your life, right? So A wise woman knows that to fear change is to fear the opportunity to live. That to fear change is to fear the gift of life, why you are here. When I started to really wrap my mind, my heart, my soul around this quote that was created by yours truly, Tori, my life began to change, because the only thing that is ever going to be constant in your life is change. And if we think about it, we see it when we first are born into this world as a newborn, right? And then we become, an infant, and then a toddler, and then, we grow into a young child, then a teenager, and then we morph into an adult, and then like the cutest little old person. Oh my God, they're so cute. There are stages in life, right? We can't stay a infant forever. We can't stay a teenager forever. We can't stay an adult forever. Eventually we have to go into like an older adult. Old person? Y'all know what I mean? So it's like, to fear change is to fear the gift of living. That is the only thing that is going to be constant in your life. And what I have realized is when we change our mind around change, right? When we change the perspective that we're looking at change, we see it as an ending. We see it as, this is it. But it's not just it. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to evolve. It's an opportunity for the next step to come into play. Sometimes we can look at change so serious, like, it's a serious business here. And sometimes it is. But change is your best friend. It might be scary as hell, but change is the person encouraging you. Change is like your best friend. Change is the thing that encourages you to face your fears. Change is the thing that encourages you to pursue your dreams. Change is the thing that encourages you to heal, to mend your heart, to open your heart, to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Change lets you know that it's never too late. And I wish I can say that I came into this perspective in a more gentle way, but no, I came in it like a true Sagittarius, because when I have my mind set on something, that's just that's just where my mind is. When we fight change, or when we deny ourselves the opportunity to change, which is growth and to evolve, this is when life feels like it's not worth living. I'm telling you. And I feel like I can kind of speak on this because at one point in time, I was very suicidal and I wanted to take my life. Sometimes we feel so bound to a situation. We feel so bound to a version of ourselves, or we feel so bound to a shitty ending or a shitty way of being that we can't see the light. So this is when we do things, and I wanna, and you know what word I'm gonna put it here. I'm talking about, and I don't even know why I'm going here, but I gotta go here and just share my story with it. I will never forget when I wanted to commit suicide because my relationship, my first, I want to say the first ever relationship that I was ever in was ending. I didn't want that relationship to end. And I felt like the only way to move away from the pain and the discomfort and the heartache that I felt was taking my own life. I wanted to share some key things, in my opinion, that really keep us closed off to change, which is ultimately living, growing, evolving. And that is, we are afraid to feel discomfort. We don't like to be in the unknown. We don't like to be uncomfortable, but that is how you grow. That is how you experience life. Another thing is the pain of change. When we are growing, when we are being uncomfortable, when we are thrown into circumstances that, in my situation, when a relationship ends or you have a life situation that forever alters your life, you will experience pain. Even when it comes to working out in the gym or getting meeting a goal of yours, it's painful when you're stretching your muscles, when you're tightening your glutes and all of these things. Also, let's just say if you lose your job or you decide to find the courage within you to change your career, that can be painful. And also connected to our health. And sometimes we get into these crazy life scenarios or situations that alter our entire being, and we have to find another way to live, to function. We see that all the time when someone gets in a car accident or has a health scare, and we have to adapt to this new way of living, this new way of being. It can be scary. I know that firsthand with what my mother and my spiritual mother is going through. And I like to call these things that I'm talking about, these things that you see, the hard truths about change. But once you process these hard truths, once you surrender to the change that is in your life, no matter the form it presents itself to you, that hard truth that comes with change is what lets the light inside of you. It is what shows you a new pathway that you are being called to. But I realized there's another way. Now, with thinking about it, and this is why mental health and why personal development and self-realization and self-interest is so important. And I want to say the spiritual aspect of relationship with yourself is so important. Not what mainstream makes it, but you just being okay with you and you just knowing that you are more than enough, right? It prepares you for change. It opens your perspective about change. It gets you excited about change, no matter how hard that change is. And I just want to say this because I know this. I know this all too well to be true. But even sometimes with knowing, we have to hear it over and over and over and over again. Repetition is truly the mother skill. I believe everything that you are meant to experience and embody and be requires you to be open to change. That's the number one, I want to say, heartache, is when we cannot accept change. Because sometimes we're going to be in relationships, right? And it's amazing. And then sometimes where your job is going to change, your relationship is going to change, your family dynamic is going to change. Everything involves change. When you are changing, when you are growing, you're living. You're alive. This is why we feel so uncomfortable when we're stuck and we feel stagnant. So, what I want you to sit with in this moment, in this time, is on your journey, what are you being asked to open up to when it comes to change? We're always being asked. Okay? On a daily basis, whether that's in a ritual, whether that's in a habit, a routine, a mindset, going to new places, doing new things, opening up to the change that might be uncomfortable in your life in this moment. The only way that you are going to fully live and experience life in its magnitude and its fullness, no matter what is taking place, the only way that you will even know peace is when you open up to change. When you accept change, when you become best friends with change. Because that is the only thing that is constant. And let's go over in the spiritual realm. Let's go with the planets and the ethers. You know, we're in the new age of Aquarius, guys. It's about embracing your uniqueness. When I think about Aquarius, I think about purpose. I think about fearlessly, openly, boldly living your dreams. Pursuing your dreams. And that dream and that truth, because we know Aquarius, honey, truth, baby. They are all about individuality. So this is calling forth change. You have a destination. We all have a destiny. We all have purpose. And I feel like we are purpose in physical form, but something that calls to your heart, something that calls to your soul. And the only way that you can open up to that, the only way that you can open up to peace, the only way that you can open up to your truth, the only way that you can open up to life and to live fully is to be open to change. And I just want to be that reminder for you today. Change. In some form or some way, you're being asked to invite change into your life more. You're being asked to make best friends with change. No longer an associate, but a best friend. Because when you embrace change, a lot of people think that when we embrace change that we are setting ourselves up for doom and gloom. We are dying. I want to say in a spiritual aspect. And a part of that is true. But you're coming into the next phase of your life, what you're meant to experience now. Change is how you're able to be present. Everything involves change. Because think about it, sometimes we're too far in the past. We can't be present now, so we have to change our perspective. And sometimes we're so far in the future that we can't enjoy the now, so we have to change our perspective, our lens, our mindset, whatever we're looking at, to be present. So a wise woman knows when you begin to redefine your relationship with change and be open to it, no matter how it shows up in your life, because you know what? We got those moments where it shows up real cute. Ow! Adventure is calling our name, and then change can show up messy. Woo! It can show up messy. Real messy. Ooh. Exposing things that are dead in your life and no longer growing, and where you need to pluck it at the root. But change can also show up in your life as, yes, this is over. Yes, this flower is dead, but it is time to plant a new one. It is time to live again. It is time to focus. It's time to get disciplined. It's time to get undisciplined. It just depends on, where you are on your journey, but nonetheless, invoking and becoming friends with change will be your greatest accomplishment in life, because it opens the door for you to experience life from your heart. So, my love, that's all that I wanted to share with you guys. All of my information on how to reach me, contact me, you can find down in the description box. If you would like to book a one-on-one session to talk about how you're being called to change in your life, and what are the steps or a blueprint that can help you maneuver the changes that you are experiencing in your life, you can find all of my information down in the description box. I love you guys so freaking much, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.